and welcome to the channel. My name is Mark, and for this video we'll be reacting to, this is not a music video, this is not voice note, but it's gonna be another travel related reaction. I just want to share why I'm doing this, but you might have already seen that I've reacted to a couple of travel related, like country related reactions, which is I'm also gonna be doing in this channel, just so you know, because I really wanna, travel around the world. But since I'm not able to financially and current situation, then we're gonna go ahead and check out countries, and then maybe in the future we can go to these countries and check out the things that we watched or we are gonna be watching now. So one of the countries that I'm really getting into recently is Japan. So I've been watching a lot of walking tour videos. I've been watching a lot of travel vlogs. I've been watching some Japanese content creators, mostly like photographers, as well as there's actually a writer that I'm also watching, and he's really good with his videos as well. So yeah, so I'm really interested. This is actually also after I've watched, not really, but I got more interested after I watched um Cherry Magic, which is a boys love series. I've reacted to that. You can check that one out on my channel. And also when I'm subscribed to World of Extra, it's a YouTube channel, World of Extra. You can check the channel out, and I really love the contents. So it's super fun, and yeah, I'm also learning about Japan from that channel. So right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be reacting to this video that showed up on my YouTube homepage. This is 29 things that exist only in Japan. I know that Japan has certain things that other countries don't have. I think all countries that have things that other countries don't have, but so Japan has this kind of like weird. I don't want to see it in like a bad way. It's not a bad way, but it's just unique things in Japan. So let's go ahead and check this 29 things that exist only in Japan.
Japan is known as the land of the rising sun.
Yep.
But it could
Hence
also
the
be
flag.
known as the land of singing toilets or the country of the blue traffic light. There are so many things that make it a whole other world. Get ready to explore. 1. Square watermelons. They were invented back in the 70s by a graphic designer to fit compactly in the fridge.
I did see a video on, I think on Facebook, with this square watermelons. They put it in kind of like, when they start to see like the fruit growing, they put it on inside like a already shaped like box, and then as the watermelon grows, it kind of like fill up the space of the box, and then it will end up like a square in shape. So I think that's the video.
And be cut more easily. Japanese farmers grow them in special containers to get the shape. Since they're pretty expensive, people don't buy them as food, but rather as a decorative item. 2. Ramen noodles bath. The Unison Spa Resort in Hakone offers its guests the pretty unique experience.
Is that right? Onsen? Oh, tama ba? Onsen yung tawag sa mga, I don't know. I just remember something about onsen. So they're mixing like ramen and then onsen.
Of splashing around in a vat of pork soup and ramen noodles. While this may sound crazy to many people, the Japanese believe that soaking in such a bath is good for the skin.
I can only imagine soaking yourself in ramen, and it's the spicy ramen. Oh my god. Like after like doing that, they're gonna be red.
Because a broth made of pork is rich in collagen.
Oh.
3. Bizarre flavors of Kit Kat. Chili
wasabi. Oh, I've tasted that.
pepper, wasabi, sweet potato, grilled corn, soybean, salt watermelon, mango, green tea, and that's only a short list of the Kit Kat flavors you can try in Japan. Which one would you try? Let me know down in the comments.
I've already tried wasabi.
Fake food.
And like
Specialists make this kind of food from plastic or wax, and it looks just as delicious as the real one.
Yep.
Many restaurants use fake food to display their popular dishes in the windows and attract hungry clients. Usually,
I think they were like frozen or something.
These replicas cost much more than the dishes they imitate.
I don't know how they're
5.
made.
Rabbit Island. Back in the
Oh.
40s, scientists
I
brought a
didn't
number
know
of
about this
rabbits
one.
to Okoneshima Island to do some tests. However, later on, the animals were freed and started to
Oh.
multiply. Now the island is full of them and attracts a lot of tourists.
That's cute.
Purakura machines. Taking photos in a booth is nothing new, but Japan added its own exciting twist to this experience. Their photo booths, called Purakura, allow you to edit photos right on the spot,
Oh.
adding different backgrounds, funny stickers, or writings. Also, you can send the pictures to your cell phone, or perhaps your
I
toilet.
think there's a lot
if,
of them.
You know, you have Wi-Fi in there. You might never have to leave.
There's a lot of Wi-Fi. Like I've recently watched Adventure Archives, and it's a video when they visited Japan, or when one of them visited Japan, and in the bus in certain areas, like in museums, or even like near the bay area, there's like you will see signs like Japan free Wi-Fi.
7. People pushers. Subways and train stations get really overcrowded
Yeah,
during
rush hour,
That's why the
7:30
station
to
staff and part-time
9:30.
workers
I
have to
think
perform the routine procedure
seen this
of
as well.
pushing people inside trains to fit in as many.
And there are like, sorry if I'm posting like pausing the video every now and then, but I just want to share what I've also learned from watching these Japanese videos. And like one thing that I've seen is that there is actually like a sign on the trains on what time of like today that it's gonna be a rush hour. So I think like people will know if you're not really in a rush, people will know what time to like avoid riding like the
Passengers
subway
as possible
or the train.
before the doors close. Number 8. Umbrella parking lot. Before
I
going
didn't know.
inside a building, you can park and lock your umbrella just
Ooh.
like you do with your bike. Now you can be sure no one
You
will
was
take
not
it,
count.
and you won't make a puddle on the floor if your umbrella is wet. Many government buildings, offices, and hotels have this sort of umbrella rack. 9. Millions of vending machines. Japan has more than
Yes,
5 million
anywhere.
of them, mostly because they save time for people who work late hours, which is a pretty common thing
There
here.
is a lot. Like,
Besides,
if you go
Japanese
on
vending
Google
machines
Street
aren't just
Review,
for snacks and soda. You
yes,
can buy
coffee.
basically anything.
You can even like, we usually like when we say vending machines, we usually thought of cold drinks, and then there's like the special like coffee machine for coffee, but that's me living in the Philippines. But if you go to Japan, there's actually like, if you look at it, it's a vending machine with like cold drinks, but it's actually for like hot, like canned, not really canned, but yeah, drinks.
From live lobsters to underwear in these machines. 10. Tokyo's biggest resident. In 2015,
Oh,
Godzilla was granted citizenship in Tokyo's Shinjuku
Oh my
ward.
god.
The authorities presented a special certificate stating his new residency
Maybe
and
he's
also
leaving
made him
there.
a job offer.
Drake laid the key.
Godzilla became the tourism
Is a fan
ambassador.
of Godzilla.
Later, they even installed
He's
a
a BL
Godzilla
Thai
head
BL actor.
171 feet above the ground at Toho, the movie studio that made the original movie back in 1954.
Oh, that's cool.
11. Train delays make headlines. Punctuality is a really big thing here, and train stations do everything possible to avoid a delay.
One of the videos that I want mentioned that whenever like this is no, it's I forgot. I'm watching these four girls. They're so fun. They're like educating people about Japan as well. Forgot the name of it's AG. That's the initials of the like their channel. But yeah, they've mentioned that whenever like there is a delay, even like just like a minute delay, whenever like the train is delayed, they always say sorry. Like there's always gonna be an announcement that sorry for the. There really is on.
If a train is 5
Punctuality.
minutes late, the railway company might have to issue a delay certificate for railway workers and passengers who missed an important appointment. And if the
Diba?
delay is longer than an hour, then the railway company might give an official apology in newspapers. 12. Silent karaoke. This is a special microphone with a cone that you place over your mouth.
Oh,
It muffles most of the sounds when you sing. It was designed for people who don't want to wake up their neighbors and those who feel shy about belting their favorite tunes in public. Number
but that's like the purpose of karaoke, though. Like, to have fun. Well, maybe. I think that's the one in what's this in BGC? Um, Time Zone in BGC. They have like a booth where you put in a headset and then you sing, and you're the only one who can hear it actually. When you're like wearing the headset while singing.
13. Polite slurping. While in many countries, slurping is considered rude,
No.
in Japan, it's a way to show your
Yeah,
appreciation
you
of
like
the
the
dish.
food if you
If you
slurp.
don't slurp when you eat noodles, then the chef will think that you don't enjoy the food, or that it's cold.
I know.
Ah, good noodles. 14. Face napkins. When you eat a burger, it's never pretty because your mouth gets covered in ketchup or mustard. Owners of one fast food restaurant found a solution to this by serving burgers together with special napkins. They cover the faces of guests who feel a bit embarrassed about looking messy while
Oh.
eating. 15. Water-saving sinks.
That's
They're located right over the toilet tanks. The idea is simple. First, you wash your hands over the sink, then the sink water goes straight into the toilet tank, and finally, you flush the toilet when you've done your business. So you
That's
save water
saving
by
water.
using it twice. Aren't you glad they don't do it the other way? Number 16. Strange mayo.
imagine after like shitting. Oh my god, no.
No, Japanese mayo doesn't have any special recipe or ingredient. But they don't eat it with salads, meat, or sandwiches. In Japan, people usually use it as a topping for ice cream or on pancakes. A chocolate
Pancakes?
sundae with mayo. Haha, nothing better. 17.
I'm okay with
Naps at work.
pancakes, but ice cream.
In Japanese culture, dozing off at the workplace, or inamuri, is considered a sign of being a hard-working person who's very committed to their job. That's why inamuri is so common, and no one thinks it's a bad thing. Some people
Okay, let's
even
work in
fake
Japan.
it. 18.
to
World's
work in
shortest
Japan.
escalator. You can find it in the basement of Moore's department store, which is located in the city of Kawasaki. The escalator has only 5 steps and is only
Ooh.
33 inches tall. Well, that's one small step for a man. Okay. 19.
I want to
Canned
know what's
food
the purpose
restaurant.
of that though.
Eating canned food may not sound like a delicious treat for you,
Maybe for
but
like
there's a whole chain
you
of
know,
restaurants all over the country where they
they sell
serve
that?
only canned
Vultures.
food. They're pretty popular since clients can choose from 300 varieties of food from all across the world.
well,
20. Doll Village. The village of Nagoro used to have a population of 300 people, but less than
I've seen
40
this. I've seen
residents
a
live there
walking
now.
tour
A
of
local
this
artist,
place.
Tsukumi Ayano, made over 300 life-size dolls, most of which look like former residents, and they're located in various states of action. For example, there's a whole classroom of them in the village school that was closed a while ago. Number 21.
That's
no
gonna be
fours.
creepy though.
It's common for Japanese culture to avoid the number 4 because it's considered to be
Imagine
very
going there
unlucky.
at night.
That's why some buildings don't have a 4th floor. Stores don't sell a set of cutlery for 4, and the number of guests to some event can't be 4. 22.
So we have 13. I want to know, like they don't have like the 4th floor. They don't also have like the 13th floor, because most of the buildings here in the Philippines, when you see them being constructed or after they're constructed, you don't usually see the 13th floor on the elevators, as well as on like I don't know if you noticed this when they're like constructing buildings like skyscrapers and towers, they put numbers on like the side of like the construction, and that will show like how many floors are there, right? But if you notice, there's no number 13, which is kind of like because it's like an unlucky number. It's a bad number. So I want to ask: in Japan, is there no number 4 and number 13?
Blue traffic light. They use a blue color instead of green for traffic lights. The reason for that hides in their language. Historically, there was only one word for both colors. When traffic lights first appeared in the country, they were as green as anywhere else. But that green color was still called blue. To make things right, the government decided to use the bluest shade of green possible.
Okay.
Okay? 23.
I understand.
Cleaning classes.
That would be easier.
Japanese kids learn how to clean in many schools because it's a part of their education.
That's
They
in the
mop their
Philippines. That's how you
classrooms
do
and
it in the
hallways,
Philippines.
do dusting, and even clean the bathrooms. Teachers believe it's a great way to raise responsible citizens.
This is also something that we do in the Philippines. Like before and after class, there's actually like in a class, they are divided into groups, and then you will be assigned who's gonna be cleaning at a certain time of like the day. Like it's actually like a part of your routine in school. Like you have to clean up. Usually it is done, oh, not only during the time of the day but also on what area are you gonna be cleaning. Like I remember you're gonna have to clean during the morning and like before, like after or at the end of the day, before doing like the flag retreats, you're gonna have to clean up the room, and you're gonna be assigned to certain areas. Like you're gonna be assigned to the garden, you're gonna be assigned to do the inside of the classroom, the outside of the classroom, the comfort rooms, and things like that.
4. Foot bath train. Take the Tsudoe tourist train to get the most comfortable sightseeing experience. This train has foot baths built of aromatic cypress wood and filled with warm spring water that can soothe the pain in your joints. So you can soak your feet and enjoy beautiful views at the same time while traveling from Nagoya to Yonoyama Onsen. 25. Futuristic toilets. Toilets in Japan are very high-tech. To use one, a person should know what all those buttons are for.
Yeah, this is like the super like common thing that you will see whenever like you watch a vlog of someone like first time in Japan. They're gonna be really excited to like check the toilets because like there's a lot of options.
4. There's a variety of functions, including heating the seat, spraying warm water to clean the user up, and even playing music. All they're missing is a refrigerator. Wow, who'd ever want to leave their toilet? 26. Crazy ice cream flavors. The Japanese love weird food combos. That's why finding an ice cream flavored with horse meat, cactus, charcoal, squid ink, garlic, or chicken wings won't be a problem here. 27. Space-saving parking lots. Since Japan is a densely populated country, they don't like to waste space. That's why their parking lots have a smart system. They're designed like multi-level garages. 28. Robot-run hotel. In a hotel in...
Okay, I've seen this. I don't know if it's in Japan or if it's in Korea. There's actually like the rotating car garage. Like you enter this kind of like garage, and then the platform will actually rotate and will go down to like the bottom where the actual like parking lot is, and yeah, that's where you can like park your car. But I think the one that they're doing this one is like they're stacking stacking the cars. And then when it's your like turn to get your car out, they're just gonna like control it so that it will be out. I think that's how they do it.
Nagasaki. Robots are a big part of its staff.
Their engineering is actually
which translates as strange. The human-like androids meet the guests, clean the rooms, carry luggage, make coffee, and even smile. However, real people work there too to recharge the robots and supervise how they perform their duties.
Of course.
29. Cafe companion. Sitting alone in a cafe and enjoying your coffee and food is common for most people around the world. But in the land of the rising sun, you'll get a huge, plush Moomin to sit next to you in one of the cafes, so you don't have to eat alone. Hey, if you learned something new today, then give the video a like and share it with a friend.
Okay, so those are 29 things that exist only in Japan. Though there are things there, especially like the cleaning thing, That is also like common in the Philippines. I don't know if that's something that is from Japan that we like in the Philippines we adopted it, or because it's common in the Philippines to have children like clean up or like to give tasks to like your children do things. So that is since we consider like classes or the classrooms as second home and our teachers are like second parents. So there's that also the chores that you have to do. So that's uh, that also exists in the Philippines. On the last part of the visual, they mentioned about like having like a toy or a plushie as a companion when you're eating alone. I just remember that you can actually hire a boyfriend in Japan to accompany you. Like I don't know if that's a legit kind of thing, but I've seen a video where they've actually hired someone to be your companion. Something it's not like an escort kind of thing, but it's someone to accompany you basically. I don't know if what's that? I've seen a video of something like that. So I think that's also part of the same. You can like hire someone to accompany you to out. Basically, you treating someone like a stranger or something. So yeah, there are actually, you know what? Like if you take a look at all of these things in summary, they're really thinking about all the things that they need in Japan. Like I think most countries do think of all the things, but they're doing it in kind of like inventive kind of way. So they create things for uh like things that to make things easier for like people, and they even cared about like the emotional, like having someone to eat with you, just so that you will not feel alone. So you're there kind of thinking about your emotional health. I think maybe that's the reason behind that. Yeah, and they're really like their engineering and their technology is really amazing. So again, those are the 29 things. I hope that I've also shared some information based on the videos that I've watched. Most of this information I've actually was able to find on other videos that I've watched, but yeah, they are really amazing to watch. So I think that's it for this reaction. If you like this kind of reaction, please let me know in the comments. If you have something that you want to share about Japan, if you're living in Japan, please let me. So I think that's it for this video. Thanks again for watching. Click the notification bell if you want to get updated on my next video. Click the subscribe button if you haven't yet. Thank you for your support. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. Hanggang sa susunod na kita, continue smiling.